9:33. Roll call, please.
Fleming.
Here.
Gershenson.
Here.
Hoffman.
Here.
Kowal.
Here.
Kokendorfer.
Here.
Quarles. Long.
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right, we'll stand for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and then next is approval of the minutes from March 21st, 2018, moved by Commissioner Fleming, supported by Commissioner Kowal. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed. And then we need a motion to approve the agenda as presented, moved by Commissioner Kowal, supported by Commissioner Hoffman. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed. Any public comment today? I don't think so, but. All right, seeing none, we'll close that and move on to item number 1 on the regular agenda. Board of Commissioners support Senate Bills 469, restoration of the Historic Preservation Tax Credit Program. We need a motion for that. Moved by Commissioner Gershenson, supported by Commissioner Fleming. Good morning, Commissioner Middleton.
Good morning. I'm here to present this as a resolution to encourage the House of Representatives to pass this historic restoration bill. The Senate has already passed it, and it's in the House chambers now. This credit was eliminated in 2011, right in the middle of the recession. The state was scrambling for every penny they could find, and they eliminated this program. The program's about 40 years old, originally started in 1970, and it gives people that want to restore historic buildings in the community. There is a whole gob of restrictions that they have to go through and paperwork and stuff, but it does give them some tax credit, and so they're willing to do it. I don't know if you've ever restored anything, but it always costs more than what you expect once you get behind those walls and things. And so builders had kind of gotten to the point where if they had a choice to build on plain open ground or restore, they went to the open ground because they knew what their costs would be. If you went to the historic building, sometimes you run into some real challenges. So this bill, if we reinstate it, it will give those builders some encouragement and to help build downtowns that are that have gone through years and years of wear, to give them a facelift, and it would be helpful to the economy of Michigan. Yeah.
Okay, I have Commissioner Gershenson, then Commissioner Hoffman.
Well, thanks for doing this, Tom. I can't believe this started in 2011 and we're just hearing about it.
Well, the Senate passed the bill, and it takes a little while for tax revenue and things to start to come back that they can even think about.
But had our local, I know I have a bunch of local chapters in my district, and then we have our own historical.
This was basically spurred from the county historical.
Okay, so have they suffered as well?
Yes.
They've had cuts, and have our locals?
Yes, it would have affected everybody all the way.
Everybody, that's terrible. Thanks for doing that.
Okay.
Commissioner Hoffman.
What is the percent of the tax credit? I didn't see it in there.
I thought 25%.
Yeah, it's 25%.
Is it 25%?
25%. No, it's not in this one, it's in yours, isn't it? Or is it?
Well, mine is just the, it's the bill.
Yeah, it's the bill. Yeah, it's the bill, and it's at 25%.
It says 25%?
Yeah.
Did you get
qualified expenditure.
on your data, did you get a bill analysis from the Senate? No, they didn't have
No.
this? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
We have this, though, this impact,
Question.
yes.
How much is the federal tax credit, do you know?
20.
Yeah.
There's 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is this a tax credit like the movie tax credit, where you get more money back than you,
No.
No.
This is.
based on what you spend?
Right.
That's not what you spend,
Right.
and only 20%, and a charge that if you happen to get out of this program,
You're good.
there's a 5-year payback. If
Right.
you get out in less
They
than 1
monitor.
year you don't follow through with your commitment, you have to pay 100% back.
Okay.
If you're one, but more than two,
Yeah,
it's
I
80%,
think it's
that goes to
yeah.
60 to 40 to 20%. So if you're in over 5 years, then you've
Got it.
kept the tax credit that you got. Otherwise, you have to pay it back.
Okay,
Which is
thank
good.
you.
Any other questions? All right, seeing none, we have one amendment. And I think you have a copy of it. We need on to be it further resolved, the members Oakland County delegation to the Michigan legislature. We need a motion for that, to add that. Moved by Commissioner Hoffman, supported by Commissioner Kolkman-Dorfer. We can do a voice vote on the amendment. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, none. So we'll do the resolution, roll call on the resolution as amended.
Gershenson,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Kowal,
Yes.
Kokendorfer,
Yes.
Quarles, Fleming,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next, item 2 is Health and Human Services Homeland Security Division 2017 Homeland Security Grant Program Interlocal Agreement Acceptance. We need a motion for that. Moved by Commissioner Kowal, supported by Commissioner Gershenson. Morning.
Good morning. I have with me today Kevin Scheid, who is the Chief of Homeland Security, to provide you with the information about this grant.
Thank you very much, Kathy. In front of you have a miscellaneous resolution for acceptance of the Homeland Security Grant, and that includes a few different components that you'll see in there. There's an award for $48,426 for part of the State Homeland Security Grant Program, an amount of $535,493 from the UASI portion, and $131,846 from a regional portion. The total grant value will be $717,765. This represents a decrease of $35,386 from the prior year's grant award. The performance period of the grant starts from September 2017 and will run through the end of May 2020. The regional funding portion that we spoke about, the $131,000 piece, pays for an intelligence analyst who's on the payroll of the Sheriff's Department and works regionally to identify threats, and also provides additional funding for 2 of the Homeland Security Solution Area planners for their work that contributes onto regional planning efforts. Is there any questions?
Commissioner Kokendorfer.
Yeah, sure. Just wanted a decrease of about $35,000. You know, what impact will that have to Oakland County? Is there anything that we're eliminating as a result?
It will reduce the total funding that we have to push out on the different grant projects that do occur. This grant funds a number of different areas. Largely, there's a lot of funding that goes towards training for active assailants right now. We're doing a lot related to that. That'll probably stay constant, but some of the other projects that might go towards hazardous materials emergency response or technical rescue efforts, maybe some training, other trainings or other exercises might have to be scaled down.
Okay.
But we will do everything we can to provide everything we can. This is sort of a trend. The prior year we lost in the 2016 grant was $15,127, less than the year before that. So this is reflecting the general trend of what we're seeing from the federal government.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Commissioner Kowal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Which of these grants go through the state first? Is it just the state, the federal grants that go through the state first? And are they all?
Yeah, this is a federal grant. It's a pass-through through the state.
Okay.
It comes to the region and it passes through us to go ahead and work with our projects.
So I'm assuming that the state probably skimmed 20% off the top, probably?
Takes a cut.
Takes a little cut.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. Just reconfirming.
That's the
Thank you.
first 20%.
That was how this
Yeah,
works.
for doing, I don't know what, but.
Okay, any other questions? All right, seeing none, we'll do roll call on the resolution as presented.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Kowal,
Yes.
Kokendorfer,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Gershenson, Long,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Next item, Department of Health and Human Services, Health Division, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Oakland University Prescription for Health fiscal year 2018 grant acceptance. Moved by Commissioner Fleming, supported by Commissioner Gershenson. Good morning.
Good morning. So this grant is not huge, and it has a very short period, but it is destined to do great things. Oakland University received a $50,000 grant from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan to develop, implement, and evaluate. That's why they received it, for the evaluation portion primarily, to do a Pontiac prescription for health program. Well, this is in great alignment with what one of the ECHO objectives has been, to develop a prescription for health program. So we'll be capitalizing on this to spread beyond Pontiac in the future. But out of this grant, $13,308 will go to the health division, which will pay for $500 of a part-time health educator, so that that person can help with the development and implementation of the program, to develop communication for the program, and to do some work in the community for the program. They would, as a part of this project, want to educate a minimum of 100 uninsured and underinsured residents as to the importance of physical activity and healthy eating, and provide direct access to community resources and healthy living services through prescriptions that are obtained from safety net providers. So our clinical partners in the program will be Ohin, Mercy Place, and Bernstein Center. And St. Joe will also be contributing community health workers to work with their patients in this program as well. The prescriptions will provide free access to free fresh fruit and vegetables from local produce markets, if that has been part of their prescription. And also, if physical activity is part of their prescription, our health educator and others will be connecting them to free opportunities for exercise, and also getting them engaged in the parks where we have previously installed adult fitness equipment, so that they have access to that and knowledge about that. So that's it.
Okay, questions? Commissioner Gershenson?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds great. I just want to understand the zigzagging of it. So this is our program. It's your program,
Well,
the department's program.
No, well, it's, yeah, this is the beauty of community collaboratives. It's really hard to see where the lines are fairly blurred, because we're all playing an important piece in the big picture of it. So ECHO had determined, as part of their community health improvement plan, one of the objectives is to develop a prescription for health program, because those have been successful across the nation with connecting people to resources that they need to stay healthy. And as part of that, Oakland University is very engaged with ECHO. This grant opportunity came along that required an evaluation component. Well, Oakland University has historically gone after the grants that have that evaluation component, because their School of Health Sciences performs that task for it. And then they always contract with us for the health education pieces of it.
Okay, I get it. And then what was the 500, or was it 500 hours? Okay, not dollars. I was thinking
Right.
about
Yeah, what's
that.
that gonna do? Yeah.
Right, okay, so 500 hours
Correct.
for somebody from your staff or from?
Ours.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Any other questions? Commissioner Kowal?
Mine is more of a comment that I really like to see these grants that come from private entities or that aren't, government funded. And I just wanted to say thank you to Blue Cross Blue Shield for recognizing the need and for doing this.
Correct.
I'm sorry, one more
Go
thing.
ahead.
So does Commissioner Bowman know all about this? Is he involved?
I'm sure that he is. He's quite involved with ECHO, and he's very involved with Healthy Pontiac Wake County.
Right.
I'm quite sure he
Okay,
is.
I
He's
was
been
just
very
worried.
engaged with both
Yeah.
departments.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? All right, seeing none, we'll do roll call on the resolution as presented.
Kowal?
Yes.
Kokendorfer?
Yes.
Quarles? Fleming?
Yes.
Gershenson?
Yes.
Hoffman?
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Quarles,
We're on number 3.
motion carries.
All right, thank you. Number 4, Board of Commissioners amendment to the rules for the Oakland County Board of Commissioners transfer of coordinating zoning committee membership requirement. We need a motion for that. Moved by Commissioner Kowal, supported by Commissioner Fleming. So controversial. I didn't know no one wanted to support it. No, just kidding. Chris, what are you bringing? This is so tricky.
Story of my life. Madam Chair, members, one of the things that I'm constantly doing is learning a little bit more about the aspects of what you do, and got quite an education in the coordinating zoning committee in
Yeah.
the last couple of months. One of the aspects of the things that the commission does is we have a 3-member committee that reviews township master plans and zoning decisions, and it has been over the years a subset of the Planning and Building Committee, traditionally because the Planning Department is a subset of the administration that is under the Economic Development Department. When we created the new Economic Development Committee, that became part of the liaison of the Economic Development Committee. So it makes some sense to now take the requirement that was being a member of the Planning and Building Committee, and now make that a member of the Economic Development Committee. We had a whole other side discussion about the requirement to continue to have the Coordinating Zoning Committee, which I won't bore you with here.
No, I was on it for a while, and it's like it's hardly like you do much.
Yeah, it does seem somewhat silly to the members sometimes, but you do need to continue to have it, otherwise the decisions that they have to take would revert back to the full Board of Commissioners.
Right.
Under the statute, so I don't think you want to do that. So basically, the board rule change that's before you here this morning would just change the membership requirement from the Planning and Building Committee membership to the new Economic Development and Community Affairs Committee membership.
Okay, and I'm sure those people are very sad they're fired, right?
No.
The ones on planning and building. Is it Bob? Bob, are you on that? No. Who's on? Who is on? Who is on that?
I don't know.
Who is on that? Who was? Like maybe Phil?
Crawford, Garrett McGilvery, and Doug Teets.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on it? Makes sense. All right. Okay. Commissioner Kowal?
Is there anything ever, is it just kind of a mundane where you just give it your blessing? Is there anything ever controversial? You know, I get those letters like everybody else does in the mail, because when it's affecting bordering communities, but is it pretty much just
95.9, maybe 99.9% of the time, I think they're absolutely non-controversial, but there are cases when there are zoning disputes, when there are bordering communities, and I think it does play a release valve type role when people in a community that don't have elected officials at the table, they come to a county level elected official and have their voices heard. And perhaps that's what was envisioned when the statute was created, to have, you know, another voice that you could come to at a county level. And that's, I guess, what you're there for, is to coordinate the planning between communities over boundaries.
So example of that, Commissioner Cole, when I was on it, it was the Commerce, whenever all the other communities were telling Commerce Township what to do with Hagerty, with all those resolutions. So I voted no, so like, no, you have a no on the board, you know, but it was, so if you're on, it's good oversight a little bit, just to get your opinion, but most of the time it's just you approve. Because all the other communities agree around it, but I did vote no once and they didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh, you know. Yeah.
One of the things that the planning department appreciates is it gives them an opportunity to provide all the menu of services that economic
and then we get
development,
those
community
letters.
affairs provide, but Main Street program, etc. They use this opportunity to review the plan and then offer that whole group of services that they have to offer to the community. So that was one of the things that came up when they looked at whether or not we should continue the committee.
So, okay, any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, we'll do roll call on the resolution.
Kokendorfer,
Yes.
Quarles,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Gershenson,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Kowal, Yes. Long.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, next one is Board of Commissioners Amendment to the Rules for the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, removing requirement of the Human Resource Committee to review and receive and review affirmative action reports for all departments. We need a motion for that. Moved by Commissioner Fleming, supported by Commissioner Hoffman. Okay, this one I didn't quite understand as good. So this one you can explain better. The other one was easy. This one I'm like,
I'm
what?
healthy on this one too. and she was
Good.
pretty good with the research on
All
this.
right. But I'm not the only one. I read it. I'm like,
This
what?
actually came up as a part of the process. Our staff is doing a great job at taking a look at, you'll recall every now and then you guys will pass a resolution requires the department to come back with a regular report on how things are going. In our board rules, this had been put in probably, who knows how long ago, maybe 20 years plus ago. Requirement for the human resources, probably the personnel committee at the time.
Right.
This affirmative action report would come back. As we were reviewing these reports, this one had popped up, and we had requested why this report had not come back to the HR committee. In the request of the HR department, they said they no longer provide this report because of the adoption of, I think it was proposal 2 in 2006.
Yeah.
The anti-affirmative action constitutional amendment, statewide amendment. If you recall that. And so there's a memo, I believe, that was included in your packet from the HR department that confirms that they just no longer provide this affirmative action report. So this essentially is just a cleanup issue from our perspective, that we wanted to clean up the board rules. They're no longer providing this report.
Okay. Questions? Commissioner Quarles.
Of course, I certainly do remember the anti-affirmative action proposal, referendum that went out. So there is no oversight on looking at discrimination, looking at race, sex, color, ethnicity.
Well, I don't know about that. Connie did a great job. I asked Commissioner Bowman's request to take a look at a whole bevy of different issues and the other kinds of.
And I do believe that we do keep some general information in regards to some of the subjects that you just described. So right now, Commissioner Bowman is reviewing. I kind of gave him quite a bit of data to look at and some potential contacts to look at how other counties in Michigan have implemented their diversity and inclusion program and how they go about reporting that information.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding. So this report was what HR gave to the board of commissioners?
To the Human Resources Committee.
To the Human Resources Committee. And it gave a snapshot of what our diversity, inclusion, and gender look like in the county?
Our staff.
Just our staff?
The county staff.
Yeah. That's what.
Yes, county staff.
Whole county staff.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So at this point.
This is just.
This is not being.
They have informed us that after the passage of Proposal 2, they ceased to provide that report. And that's why we just wanted to clean up the board rules.
And the board rules at that time was?
That they will provide annually that affirmative action report to the Human Resources Department, or Human Resources Committee.
Okay, you set Nancy for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. I have Commissioner Kolkendorfer, then Commissioner Gershenson.
Yeah, it sounds like Commissioner Bowman is looking through the information, and I'm glad for that, because my guess is that we can get to a lot of really important information about the makeup of our staff in terms of racial and gender and whatnot, and not call it an affirmative action report and still not violate this constitutional amendment. So I would be very interested in getting at a lot of this information in a different way that I think would be very helpful. And it sounds like it's in Commissioner Bowman's court right now, but I'm happy to help out in any way.
Commissioner Gershenson.
Well, I agree, and I don't want to step on Commissioner Bowman's efforts, but I do want to have some sort of update myself. I don't know whether this committee wants to, but when it just went to HR, I never saw it. So I think it would be good information that either Gigi or just the commissioners get on a regular basis. So if you could throw that into Commissioner Bowman's thing. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Commissioner Quarles?
Another piece of it, while reading it last night, I'm confused. It's in section 11C3. In addition to the report, they're also reviewing the salaries of the Board of Commissioners. Maybe I'm misinterpreting all of this.
Let me open it up here.
Oh, I have it here.
The Human Resource Department does look at the various salaries and classifications and positions within the county.
Oh, this is just, it's quoting the, I'm sorry, it's just quoting the section and striking out
The one part.
That's the section in the board rules.
Oh, yeah, that's in here.
That quotes that one line, Commissioner. And it's just striking out the line that refers to receive and review the affirmative action reports for all departments.
Yeah, okay, that piece I have, but
Right.
the rest.
The other's staying the same. The other's staying the same.
That's a direct quote from your board.
Right,
rules.
that's staying the same.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, seeing none, we'll do roll call on the resolution.
Quarles?
No.
Fleming?
Yes.
Gershenson?
Yes.
Hoffman?
Yes.
Kowal?
Yes.
Kokendorfer?
Yes.
Long?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. And the next one is Board of Commissioners Jury Board appointments. And those are the recommendations from the judges. And their term starts May 1st, so it's up to, if we want to reappoint, I guess that's what we're supposed to do. But, so we have, we need a motion if we'd like to for Gant, Green, and Axtell. Oh, Axtell, sorry.
Axtell, yeah.
Axtell, the other ones are good.
That's a recommend.
All right, sorry. Axtell,
Support.
William Axtell. Okay, moved by Commissioner Koa, supported by Commissioner Fleming. Sorry, I thought all three were.
I'm sorry, can I just want to back up. So,
That is by Judge Kumar, recommended by. He was already on it, right, too?
jury
He's
board
on it.
appointment, okay,
He's
so.
reappointment, yes. Those are from the judges.
Okay, these three people, or just the one is being
Just the one,
reappointed?
yeah, I read it like.
And the other two, okay.
Yep.
So the $75 per diem, I'm kind
Mm-hmm.
of curious about.
I don't think they meet, did they?
Do
Did
they
say-
meet? I don't know.
I think, did they say, didn't Lisa Brown say they met maybe once last year or something? She
I don't
said something
remember.
about, because we talked about the salary. I don't think they meet much.
Do they meet here?
I think so. Chris, you got it? Didn't they,
My
didn't you say?
resolution from being
Right.
county clerk, they
That-
meet like maybe once a year.
Right, that's what I thought she
Ordinarily.
said. I thought we asked about that. And
The process works as a two-party chair.
Right.
Nominates three people, I believe, and then the
Yes.
circuit court.
There's three.
Oh, so these
Make a
are
recommendation.
partisan?
Yes.
So
Yes.
one is
Yes.
by each
One
party?
is each party, and I think it makes a rotation. So this year is the Republican Party, which I think is Mr. Axtell.
And Mr. Green was already on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Now, is Mr. Axtell, I want to know if I'm getting him confused with John Axe, or Axtell isn't doing
No.
the bonding, that's
No,
not the same
that's the other one you
person.
said, yeah.
Okay. So I am questioning the $75 per diem. I thought we'd cut a lot of that for other appointments.
I think we reviewed them all a few
Uh-huh.
years ago, didn't we? Review
So
them
maybe
all?
could we review it then again? Could we review, I don't think we give many per diems anymore.
You have a variance.
Uh-huh.
You do. A lot of them are $35.
Right.
Right.
A couple are 75.
Isn't sanitary appeals 70, 5-2, no.
Well, that's dirty work. I could
I
see
know.
them get.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice to get a list.
Yeah, they deserve it.
You probably don't, you're just a wonderful serving member with
But
no
I
pay.
like
probably.
I know.
I'll supply the list.
I'd like to
Yeah,
review
we
that.
can get a list, but I think Lisa Brown said they meet at the most once a year. I thought she said that last year, because I think that came up in one of our conversations on a different committee, and that we brought it up.
The goal is essentially to, they get a list of prospective jurors. which is
That's what it
essentially
came up, yeah,
All registered voters
correct.
for the county,
What do they do with it?
they approve it.
Prove it.
Yeah, okay.
And the staff
Yep,
will do the actual labor all year round.
Somebody's got
yep,
it.
that's why it came up, someone asked about the procedure, and she said they come in maybe once a
Yeah.
year.
It's
That's what,
really
I
a-
can't remember
kind of
what
one of those
meeting.
funny things that, it's a statutory thing that was set up.
Right.
In the 19th century,
It just keeps
and
going.
it just, you know.
And it's still
So
relevant.
Marcia, we can look on that, maybe they don't even need it.
Let's
Yeah.
Clean up in state law.
Okay, so we have a motion for William Axe, so we can get that information, the per diems again. I think we looked at it a couple years ago. And reviewed it. So any other questions on that? So do a roll call on reappointment of William Axtell.
Fleming,
Yes.
Gershenson,
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Kowal,
Yes.
Kokendorfer,
Yes.
Quarles,
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, then next we have communications. We need a motion just to receive and file. All those moved by Commissioner Hoffman, supported by Commissioner Kowal. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Any other business today? All right, we'll get those per diems out. I think that's easy. It's just a sheet of our, all right. Seeing none, we're adjourned.
Thank you.